hugging, no hugging!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best moments when the Cooper twins on young Sheldon were ultimate sibling goals, and the times they were total cosmic nemeses.
I think you broke him.
Nope, he'll be back.
I will.
Number 5, Besties. Sheldon watches Beverly Hills 90210. Missy gets grounded after stealing George's truck and running away with Paige. Part of her punishment is no TV, and with Sheldon on spring break, he's always around to enforce the rules. But Missy knows exactly how to work her brother's inner fanboy.
Well, I was thinking about what you said about Star Trek and how it'd be hard to watch part 1 and not part 2.
So I could watch 90210?
No, but I can offer you the next best thing. Theater of the mind.
Turns out, having a brother with an eidetic memory really comes in handy. Even better, his obsession with completion means that after catching a glimpse of her show, he has to keep watching.
Well, then she and her brother David get into a very heated argument over a banana.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, in the next scene at school, everyone gets quiet when Kelly walks up. I'm assuming it's because of the banana tiff.
There's no way the episode was about a banana.
Missy stays caught up with the Beverly Hills crew, and Sheldon gets a crash course in subtext. The more he watches, the more invested he gets. Looks like they just found a new sibling bonding activity.
If you want, you can watch with me next week.
No, thank you. Although, I would like to know who killed Dylan's dad.
Plus what happened to David's recording contract.
Do you really think he's going to let that producer change his sound?
Boy, I hope not.
I hear you, sister.
Number 5, Mortal Enemies. Missy leaves Sheldon stranded in Germany. Given Sheldon's, Sheldonness and age, Mary refuses to let him explore Germany alone. Not that it stops him.
We're in Europe, the birthplace of the modern rail system.
It is also the birthplace of the guillotine. You're not playing with that either.
But I'm a college senior and I know more about trains than Richard Trevithick.
Who?
Unfortunately, things go off the rails and he ends up stranded while his bag continues the journey without him. Desperate for help and not wanting Mary to know he disobeyed her, he calls home. Missy picks up, but she's way more interested in chatting with her new boyfriend. Because naturally, that makes more sense than helping your brother who's stranded in a foreign country.
Sorry, I'm getting on the call. Wait. Hello? Oh, hi, Taylor. Nothing? What are you up to?
Missy! Missy? Missy?
Savage. While Sheldon ends up walking all the way back to Heidelberg, Missy finally calls Mary. Too bad she didn't get to see what happens next. She would have gotten a kick out of it.
Oh dear.
Number 4, Besties. Pulling a splinter out of Sheldon's finger. When Mary gets a job at the church, Sheldon and Missy become latchkey kids. Things start off well until a shadowy figure at the window freaks them out. But it's okay, Missy's resourceful.
Would one of you please get me a towel?
Her quick thinking saves the day again later when Sheldon gets a splinter. While he panics, Missy jumps into action. Though they can't find tweezers and Sheldon outright refuses to let her use any needles, she knows just how to play him into cooperating.
Let me at least try. No, you're being a baby. Nothing you can say will change my mind. What if it gets infected and turns green and they have to cut it off?
Then, in the nick of time, she has a light bulb moment that calms Sheldon and proves that Operation was made for moments like this. Her methods might be unconventional, but Missy comes through for her brother.
I guess you could say there were two heroes that day.
Number 4, Mortal Enemies. Missy versus Sheldon's Crises. Just because Missy has known Sheldon literally her whole life doesn't mean his quirks are any less annoying. Like the time he kept her awake with his endless thoughts about a science problem. Fortunately, she knows how to get him to pipe down.
What am I missing? Wake me up one more time and I will sneeze in your mittens. A big, wet, snotty one.
But she also enjoyed messing with him a little. For instance, when Sheldon got paranoid about catching the flu and started wearing a mask, Missy added her own doodles to it.
Why do you keep smiling?
You need to look at your mask, baby.
Missy?
And after he broke his arm, she signed his cast with a complete disregard for perfect grammar. While getting an itch inside a cast is irritating, for Sheldon, walking around with the wrong "you're" on his arm is far worse.
You defaced my body with a grammatical error.
I guess that's your problem. Y-O-U-R.
Number 3, Besties. Sheldon follows Missy to the woods. Sheldon's emotional cluelessness quickly grates on a heartbroken Missy, and things worsen when Mary defends him while ignoring Missy's pain. Fed up, she decides to run away, but Sheldon catches her and gets all protective.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you wander at night by yourself. I'm your big brother.
We're twins.
I was born 2 minutes earlier, which apparently makes me responsible for you.
That's dumb.
I'm not happy about it either, but here we are.
She leads him to a cabin, and that's when we get this rare moment where the twins open up and share their feelings.
And I wasn't just upset about the room changing. It was also you.
Me what?
You're changing too.
How?
You like boys and you're half an inch taller than me now?
It's called growing up.
Well, I don't like it.
It's not often we see this side of them, but it's such a great reminder that no matter what, they've always got each other's backs. In the season 5 opener, we see them still having those heart-to-hearts, with Sheldon letting Missy vent about her love life, if only to help him get some sleep.
Can you at least go back to complaining about boys so I can get some sleep?
We licked the same ring pop once. It's like it meant nothing.
Number 3, Mortal Enemies. The whole fridge fiasco. This episode ends with one of the sweetest moments between the twins, but let's remind ourselves how we got here. Sheldon becomes fixated on a buzzing sound from the fridge that only he can hear.
That irritating high-pitched buzz.
I don't hear nothing.
Me neither.
How can you not?
Wait, I think I hear it.
You do?
Yeah, it's coming out of your face.
With a little push from Missy, he takes the appliance apart to get to the bottom of the issue. While Missy mischievously takes advantage of Sheldon's naivety, she's quick to throw him under the bus when Mary catches him, and she definitely seems to enjoy watching him get into trouble.
Do you still think you're smart?
Yes.
I told him not to do it. He wouldn't listen.
Sure, she changes her tune after George scolds Sheldon and brings him to tears, but is it really that kind-hearted when she prefaces her hug with,
You know, if you cry, I can't enjoy your pain.
Number 2, Besties, the Walkie-talkie. We all know how Sheldon feels about change, so when Missy decides to take over Georgie's newly vacated room, he doesn't take it well at all.
What you're doing is dragging this out because you don't want me to leave.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Do you know the phrase pish-posh?
No, and I don't want to.
At first, he tries to fill the Missy-shaped void with trains, but even his beloved railroad sets can't hide how upset he is. Missy is thrilled to have her own space, but what's adorable is how she comes through for Sheldon when he knocks on her door, asking to spend the night on her floor.
Can I sleep on your floor?
Come on.
What's even sweeter is how she commits to a longer-term plan, understanding how important it is for Sheldon, even if it means sacrificing some of her precious beauty sleep.
What?
Just testing the system.
You tested it yesterday.
Just because it worked yesterday doesn't mean it's working today.
It's working. Good night.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Number 2, Mortal Enemies. Sheldon tries to train Missy. What's the point of having a genius brother if he won't even help with your homework? Of course, Sheldon takes it up a notch, using the moment as a stepping stone to become the mad scientist we always knew he'd be.
I'm recording my findings so that future generations of mankind can understand the steps I took to create Homo novus, new man. Of course, there's a strong likelihood that my Homo novi might have wiped out all future generations, so I have no idea who's watching this.
After helping Missy with fractions, Sheldon decides to see what else he can teach her. The problem is, Missy's perfectly happy with her newfound grasp on math and now has other priorities on her mind.
How do you think Celeste would look next to Joey Lawrence?
I don't know who that is.
He's Blossom's brother.
I don't know who that is.
It's a show. She wears hats.
Sheldon turns to negative reinforcement to motivate her. Cutting her Cabbage Patch doll's hair is pretty harsh, so we can't really blame Missy for retaliating. Well, Sheldon did say he wanted to motivate her, and motivate her he did.
Is it working? Are you feeling motivated?
Very.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Besties. Missy worries about Sheldon. She may not want to admit it, but Missy really cares about her twin brother. Mortal enemies. Missy's job. Missy revels in having Sheldon's dream job.
If anyone should work at the comic book store, it should be me.
Sorry, we're not hiring.
Do I at least get a discount?
I do.
Besties. Missy and Sheldon try to work out the family secret. They might draw the wrong conclusions, but watching them team up for detective work is fun.
I heard them talking about a baby.
Oh my.
You know what that means.
Mom's pregnant.
Exactly.
Mortal enemies. Princess Rodeo Clown Sheldon. Missy's favors don't come without strings attached.
Say cheese. Cheese. Now tell me what was in that letter.
You're pretty cranky for a Princess Rodeo Clown.
Missy!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1 Besties. Reassuring Sheldon before graduation. Although Missy and Sheldon don't always see eye to eye, she often seems to know just what to say when Sheldon's feeling anxious. Like when she reassures him about growing up.
There has to be stuff you're excited to do.
Of course. Getting my PhD, winning the Nobel Prize, getting to meet Professor Proton, working with Stephen Hawking.
Okay, so when you start to get upset, focus on that stuff.
But what if I grow up and none of those things ever happen?
All you can do is try it and find out.
Or when he freaks out over graduating high school and heading to college. We might not all have Sheldon-level anxiety when it comes to change, but we can definitely relate to the fear of the unknown.
You're scared everything's gonna be different, and it'll be hard. And you're gonna miss the way that it was.
How do you know that?
'Cause that's how I feel.
Missy gets it too, showing that even behind her confident exterior, she struggles with uncertainty.
So what do we do? I guess be scared and do it anyway.
It's so sweet how she knows exactly what Sheldon needs to hear in that moment. And Sheldon, for his part, shows gratitude by dedicating his valedictorian speech to her.
So if any of my fellow graduates are nervous about the future, know that you're not alone. I suggest you all try to be as brave as my twin sister. That's my plan.
Number 1 Mortal enemies. Sheldon snitches on Missy. Look, we get it. Sheldon was just looking out for Missy.
Why do you believe Sheldon and not me?
Because he's a goody two-shoes and you stole my truck.
Fine, we snuck out, but we just walked around.
Sheldon said you were smoking.
And we learned it's a disgusting habit.
But when he tattled about her sneaking out with Tanya, it felt like their sibling bond might never recover. Worried about her rule breaking, he keeps pushing her to behave while he's in Germany. But Missy, now in her rebellious phase, just messes with him instead.
Wait, if you were lying about the first promise, how do I know you weren't lying about the second promise?
I promise I wasn't.
Then, as their parents argue over who'd go with him to Germany, Sheldon accidentally spills the truth. Missy gets grounded and is livid. His attempt to explain falls on deaf ears, and her "I hate you" cuts deep.
I would never be able to forgive myself if anything bad happened to you. I hate you.
But when he finds her walkie-talkie outside his door, we could feel the full weight of her anger, and it hurt. What's your favorite Sheldon and Missy moment? Let us know in the comments.
Well, all that matters is that I'm the winner.
Yes, you are.
Actually, I was the winner. We spent the whole day doing everything I love.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.